the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Cornhuskers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Oklahoma's offense will have the football first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Looking for room, it's Robinson. Breaks into the open. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Snags it. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession 1, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Nebraska's offense will go to work for the first time today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one, Dave.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Back to pass, it's Raiola. Quick strike complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Huskers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
The Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The give to the tailback. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. It'll be a draw. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. They'll move the tight end. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Catch in the middle. It's Barney. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. The Cornhuskers line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Snagged in the middle, it's Wilkerson.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
They'll try the run. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Got a little space.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. There he goes. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Robinson. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo. The give out of the gun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. On the ground, it's Fields. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Lets it fly. Pulls it in. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The sure hands, it's Mills. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. With jet sweep pass. Runs through a tackle. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Huskers want to move quickly. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Back's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Nebraska! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. UCLA is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Southern California for some time. They're up by 28 over San Diego State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Sooners decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They want to get this defense on its heels. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Gonna run it. It's Barney. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. Touchdown Cornhuskers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Wants to go up top on first down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll leave it with him. Showing off the arms. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Using the quick game. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Quarterback on the keeper. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. He'll do it himself on the draw.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
The Cornhuskers are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Fires left. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds a tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, the offense just set themselves up in a bad situation on this one. 2nd and 3rd and long, there's not a lot of guesswork. Defense knows they're throwing the football, and you can tell in that pass rush, man, they were coming.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From midfield, looking for room. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got his man. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. The Huskers will punt it away on 4th down. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. It's a draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And this defense forces another fumble. And Johnny on the spot. He had one last week. He's got one this week. He just has a nose for finding the football.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off play action on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Zings it complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Going for the marker on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. A solid run there as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. The Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the running back. Plows through the defense. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that 1st half. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best 1st half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Sooners will kick it away to start the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
And the Huskers send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll go to the ground. Got room to work. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll try the right side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. He's going to take off, and he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. The Sooners will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They dug themselves out of a fort. There he goes! Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They get to the line quickly. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. The Cornhuskers will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Nice move to keep running. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Tight end now in motion. Right back to the well. Quick step and go. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the ground. He's got it again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Tosses it incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. And the Huskers in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Release to the back. Grab near the marker, it's Johnson. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Huskers look to keep this drive humming. They'll send the tight end in motion. Might as well give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. From the shotgun, the inside give. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Sooners just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Leaves it with the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Reads it, fires complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Grab near the marker. It's Robinson. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll move the tight end. They'll try the counter. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Gonna swing it on second down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Sooners line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. He leaves it with his back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. Snags it over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Huskers moving quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Backed up now. Here's second and long.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Run to the right. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, Huskers! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma State is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers.
The give to the back. Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll do it himself. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Leaves it with the back. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now they're going to throw it. Oh, they're after him. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They move on top here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Back to pass, it's Raiola. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position, starting the drive with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Sooners! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this 4th quarter.
And the extra point is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be knocked down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime examples. There he goes. Done enough for the first down. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Gives it on the option. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Looking left. That's reeled in, it's Johnson. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Sends it back in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
The Huskers will hustle to the line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Lets it fly. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Nebraska! Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They are set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. The give as they work on that clock.
This running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
Motion from the back. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Turning it on! Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. To throw, it's Raiola. Hauls it in. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that will tie the game here in the final minute of play. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The give on the option. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll pull it on the read. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on third down. He'll keep it himself. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now they regain the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. This crowd knows when to bring it. On the ground, it's Robinson. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. First down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got a little work in front of them here on third down if they want to keep this drive alive and try to win it with a touchdown. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The defense is just killing. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury tent.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. No problem at all as he knocks it through and we'll go to another overtime.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Looking to throw on first down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. And the change now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pulls it in. It's Sategna. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now 3rd and long here in overtime as this defense wants to force a field goal attempt. He gets it into the red zone, but not quite to the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 18, and it's 4th down. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. Between the uprights, it's good. And they go back on top.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's 1st down. The give on the inside. Oh, he's got some spin. And into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. A touchdown ends the game here in overtime. It's 1st and goal. With the run on 1st and goal. A game winner. What a finish in double overtime.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth.